decided that I'm going to start making YouTube tutorials. Well, not really tutorials, but videos, just because my friends, some of my family, people I work with have asked me to start making YouTube videos because I think I'd be quite good. So this is a trial run. If I don't like it, then I ain't going to be doing it. And if no one likes it, then I ain't going to be doing it because there ain't no point. So yeah, this is my first YouTube video on this look. Is kind of glam, bronze, not really the most out there look I've ever done, but I did put a poll on my Instagram the other day asking what people wanted to see, and they wanted to see this. So yeah, this is going to be my first YouTube video, so keep that in mind. Just keep it in mind. But yeah, if you want to just see how I did this look, then carry on watching. Right, so I've already moisturised and everything. So what I do is I start with my eyes first, and I use the P. Louise base in shade Rumor 2. I'm just going to grab my Zoeva brush and I'm just going to pop it on. And you don't want to take too much to start with. My mirror's here, so if I'm not looking, it's here. You don't want to take too much to start with, because you can always build, but you can never take away. And this is just going to help all of the eyeshadow just stick to your eyes. It's really hard to talk and do it at the same time. So it's just going to make all of them stick, and it makes the eyeshadow pop a lot more. So what I like to do is I put it on and then I tap it on. And I'm also going to use this to carve underneath the brows. I'm just going to take a small brush like this. Don't worry, it's stained, it's not dirty. It's just got green eyeshadow on it that's been stained. Right, so I'm going to take the darkest shadow first. So it's going to be this shade here. And what I like to do is I just take that on my brush, tap it off a bit, and then I just go on my eye very lightly, because you just want to get an outline for now, and just pat it on. It's better to pat it on first than to rub it on, because sometimes it goes a bit muddy. So just pat it on, and you want to get it in the shape that you want the eye. So I'm going to do more of a rounded eye. Start blending it a tiny bit, just so it's not harsh. You don't want any extra shadow, just want to blend it. So then I take a little smaller brush, just like this. It's clean, it's just stained. And then I'm going to take a lighter shade. So I'm just going to take this one called Obsession, and we're just going to blend that one with the one we've just put on. Right, so you just want to put half of the shadow on the shadow that you've just put, and then half of it off, just so it does blend with it, but you want to go very gently. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to back in the way we did it before and just keep blending and until you get to where you want to be. So I'm going to go back in with the darker one. The shade we first used to blend that one out. And do it again. So just kind of repeating it until you get it where you want it to be. I think I might go in with a bit of an orange and a yellow just because I prefer to do that. I'm just going to take this one. And we're just going to blend around the edges with that. And I'm going to go back in with Obsession and just blend that a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with the yellow. Going to take a bit more of my P. Louise base and then take the same brush that we used to carve the crease. And I'm not going to do a very structured cut crease just because I feel like sometimes when I do like a brownie bronzy, I don't really want a structured one. I want quite a soft one just because it makes it look a lot more nicer, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it on, not too accurately, and so it does take time. It is a slow process, especially if you want to get it right. It's easier to tap it than just to swipe it. I just feel like if you swipe it, you can go wrong a lot easier. But if you just slowly tap it and then put it where you want it, you'll be fine. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take this brush, the one that we used for the first colour, dip into the first colour, don't take too much, and then just tap it on that base just so it blends nicely with it, and then when we put the pigment on it, it'll be a bit easier to blend. So slowly tapping it and then taking this brush that we had Obsession on and just gently dusting it on there. I'm going to take this brush and then put in the yellow on it. So I'm going to use use a mixture of two. So I'm going to use Dynamite and Gatsby from Peaches and Cream. Then I'm going to grab a brush like this, any kind of like soft brush will be fine. Then I'm just going to mix them. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it on the base and just tap it like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush again and then just blend the eyeshadow with the pigment just so it's not as harsh. Just go in to line the lash line with liquid liner, just because I feel like it makes your eyelashes and your natural eyelashes blend a lot easier, because sometimes you get that line just from where the eyelash sits and then where your eyelashes are. So if you just put this on, it kind of helps it blend. I'm gonna put mascara on. So I'm going to go over do the other line. Also, I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera just because everybody does their eyebrows differently and I don't think anybody's really going to care how I do my eyebrows. So I'm just going to go do that and then I'll be right back. So I'm back. I've put eyelashes on, I've done my eyebrows, and now I'm going to do my face. So I'm going to put on this primer. It's the Peach Primed and Perfect Cooling Matte Primer, because I have an oily T-zone, so I need this. And I can't live without it now, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that on. Obviously I already moisturised and everything before I did my eyes, so I put it on my nose, make sure it's all rubbed in. Also put it around my mouth, because foundation loves to sink into my smile lines. I'm going to put my cat ears on, just because I don't want to get foundation in my hair. And then for the rest of my face, I use this just to put it on before my foundation and after, just to make sure that it stays and also it hydrates it as well. So, and then I'm going to use the Milani 2-in-1 foundation in 01A. I've almost run out. I think I have run out, but we'll see if there's any left. I've definitely just dropped something. I just put it on the back of my hand. It's literally one of my favourite foundations. I now cannot live without it. But I have different foundations for going out and then different foundations for every day. This one is quite full coverage, but I love full coverage, so I have full coverage every day. So once that's dry, I'm just gonna put this, I just do it on my face. And then I'm gonna blend in with my sponge. to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 5. I'm going to pop it underneath my eyes. So I'm going to take this Primark foundation stick. It is My Perfect Colour Foundation and Contour Stick, and it is in the shade Caramel. So what I do is I just place it, I go like this, just place it there, and I'm going to take my sponge, and what I do, so I just blend it out. The same on this one. Just there. Put that on. And then stop blending it. Then I'm going to powder underneath my eyes. I use the Laura Mercier powder. I cannot live without this now. This is the best loose powder. I'm going to take a Peaches and Cream brush like this, fluffy one, and then just pop it under my eyes. So I use two things to bronze and contour, well, obviously, but I don't contour that much. I usually just bronze. So what I'm going to use is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm just going to use this brush like this and just swirl it in there, tap it off. I need a new one, and then I just got this. I'm going to use the NYX contour palette, and then I just dip in to this one and this one. I just use the side of the brush. I take this big fluffy brush and I dip in to the M1 here, like that, and I just go on my forehead. So I'm going to take this. This is actually a highlighter, but it's very pink to me, so I just use it for blush. It's a glowy blush. Probably shouldn't, but makes it a bit more glowy. So what we're going to do, I just tap it on like that. Don't put too much on because then it does kind of look like a highlighter. But just like that. I don't like too much blush. Right, I always mix highlighters. So I'm going to take the Doll Light Duo and I'm going to take the shade Champagne. I love a gold highlight. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do underneath my eye, because I don't want to get highlighter mixed in with that. So I'm going to take this brush, a small brush, and then dip into the yellow and the orange, and then just underneath my eye, like so. smaller brush like that. And I'm going to take the shade Obsession and then put it there. A brush like this, like a stamping brush. It's not dirty, it's just been stained green. And then we're going to take the darkest shade, so Love Struck, and then we're just going to stamp it on. My mascara, and I do my bottom lashes. This one, and then I'm just gonna very lightly, and then just pop it on there. And then I take just a highlighter that's a tiny bit lighter. So this is the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion in 1. I think it's 1. And then I just go like that, and then just pop it on the tiniest bit. Then, so for lips, I always use Holly Bean in Obsessed. It is my favourite, absolute favourite. And I'm going to line my lips with this Rimmel lip liner that I cannot see what it says on there at all because it's all rubbed off. So any kind of like nudie lip liner will do. Take the Holly Bean lipstick, well, liquid lipstick in Obsessed. I'm going to use her lip gloss in Feeling Myself. That is the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be making a few more. So if you have any requests, just comment them down below. And yeah, follow my Instagram, my Twitter, and I also have a Facebook page for makeup as well. They'll all be linked below. They'll also be on the end screen as well. So thank you everyone for watching. I know I've been a bit awkward because it's my first YouTube video, but we live and we learn. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.